Thanks for joining us on Your Kentucky at Home. It's windy out here today, but we're enjoying this beautiful outdoor patio that was put together by Todd's Concrete. Todd, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So we're at your personal home and you built all of this outdoor area yourself.
Well, a fire pit, Compass Project Management, a friend of mine, Lincoln, put this together. It was my layout. What I wanted is basically a 2x7. And it's got 3 burners in it. Lincoln and his wife, Lauren, came in and put all the stonework on. They did an awesome job. I just do what you want to do. But yeah, we do all the concrete work, and this was the very first one we decided to put lighting in, and I was sort of the guinea pig. And it worked, so there's 5 lights in the face on the step down, and in the evenings, I'll send you some pictures, it puts nice lighting onto the fire pit, and with the fire pit lit, it's beautiful. It's just awesome. So this is the very first one, sort of the guinea pig on that part. The fire pit, it's our second one we had done in gas, because it just didn't want to smell like wood when I went out. So that's kind of how it started.
And the gas fireplace, it's a nice touch because like you were saying, you like to go to dinner with your friends and you don't smell like smoke afterwards.
Right. Oh, it's awesome. We can have drinks and have people over and have drinks and turn it off with a twist of the hand and you're gone. It's awesome.
So you've been creating outdoor living areas for people for a really long time.
I'm second generation in this business. My dad and mom started a business and then I went out on my own. The stamping, the very first thing I ever stamped was actually the original patio here. It started right from the deck over. It was nice, but it was time for it to go. It was dated. And I had some ideas of what I wanted to do. And a friend of mine down the street waved me in one evening and said, create a backyard. The Cassis let me create a backyard for him. He's the very first one I put a gas fire pit in. And he said, why gas? And I said, I don't smell like wood, do you? And he goes, that's awesome, so let's try it. So we tried it on Andrew's. He didn't have any lighting in his. I was the next one, so I put lighting in mine to see what it would do. Had no idea. So we've probably done 7 or 8 with lighting in it. And we have actually one in E-Town to do in a couple weeks that they're going to put lighting in. It really adds to it.
And for those at home that don't know what stamping is, why don't you describe that for us?
You're basically pouring concrete. Concrete I've poured all my life, except now it has color in it. You can almost call in and say that I want brown or black or whatever. You bring the concrete out like you would any concrete. You get it on the ground, you flatten it out, you do your thing. And then after it starts to tighten up a little bit, harden up, you throw a secondary color, it's a charcoal release, any color release. It has an oil base in it. So the oil allows the rubber stamps to go onto the concrete without, when you pull back up, it doesn't pull the concrete up. And it also puts in that second color on top of it. So you stamp, you got to keep them lined up, it's tough.
So the stamping, it adds color and some type of shape to the concrete that you just poured.
The color is in the concrete. You order the concrete with the color in it.
Okay.
And then the stamping, no, they're just rubber stamps. These are just rubber stamps, and you basically create a line, and especially with the wood one that you're seeing right now, you create a line and you stay on that line the whole time.
Okay.
And when you pull up, you'll have, let's say, brown, a tan, and then you'll have the secondary color, which is the powder. That's all you'll see is the powder that day. So then I'll come back in the next day or the following day with a pressure washer and I'll clean it. And I kind of clean what I want to clean and leave darker areas, lighter areas, kind of give it an antique look. And then once that thing dries out, I come back in with sealer.
So it's really nice that you're able to do this for people because it really expands your outdoor living space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. This is probably 1,300 square feet. And this is a really big one, obviously, with the hot tub area and stuff, but typically most families want about 900 square feet, something like that, and that's a lot of room. The one we're doing in E-Town in a few weeks is going to be right around 1,000 feet, and it's big. So yeah, and once you put a fire pit in, a couple televisions or whatever you want to do, this is where you're going to hang out. This is where everyone's going to hang out, your kids, your friends. So it's nice, yeah.
And we're so lucky in this area. You know, this show is going to be airing in March. We're taping it in February, and it's It's going
to be 80 today.
80. It's going to be 80 today, and we're out here enjoying this patio.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So for those out there that are watching the show and they would like for you to make a space like this in their home that they can take advantage of and use all year long, you know, what's the process that they should expect?
Basically, after the phone call, we'll set up a meeting. I'll go meet with them, and we'll just, I'll kind of walk out, and I don't like square. Most of my stuff is kind of with some waves, and we'll talk about all those kind of things. And when they decide what they want to do, what type of stamp, if they want to go ahead with all of it, we'll come back out. I'll have a drawing for them of what I think it's going to look like. But once you get there, we'll start shaping that thing, the patio, with the homeowners there, and give it their own little look. It doesn't take much, just a little subtle move with some of this material that we use, and it's a different shape than anyone else's.
So do you show them the different colors that are available and you help them guide?
I do, yes. I give them color charts if necessary with my website and with the Todd's Concrete page on Facebook. That does a lot of my work for me anymore. Yeah. They'll basically get on there anymore and say, this is what I want.
I want that one.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm lucky with that. We've done enough of them now that they can kind of see that, and it takes away from the color charts. Color charts, there's probably 40 colors, and it gets a little overwhelming for them. It gets same with me. So it's easy with the Facebook page and the website and the other stuff that we're on.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Todd, and inviting us to your home and this beautiful outdoor patio, the fire pit. It's amazing.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
All right, we'll be back with more Your Kentuckiana Home in just a moment.